I wish you were a little bit bigger. You know, not just big, but really fat. Doors you no longer fit through, and in my bed, you'd have to stay. I often wish that you had feathers. I'd keep you in this giant cage. All day long, I'd sit and I'd watch you. I'd sing for you, and that would be okay. Try to domesticate you, but you're an animal. It's in your nature. Just let me liberate you. What you just heard was a compilation of lyrics from the songs You and Me by Milo and Blurred Lines by Robin Thicke. What animal do you suppose they were talking about? Why, women, of course, because we obviously live in cages, need to be domesticated, and require a man to liberate us, right? It's not uncommon for us to turn on the radio today and hear one of our favorite music artists crooning about completely objectifying women. Let's face it, in today's music, women are looked at as animals, identified by degrading terms, and talked about like they're nothing more than something used to fulfill a man's needs. And frankly, we've gotten used to it. It's not uncommon for us to turn on MTV in the morning and watch a music video with half-dressed females dancing around, shaking their bodies and flaunting themselves next to fully clothed men who watch them and tell them what to do. Yes, these things are common, but they're definitely not okay. What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know, I got it. All I'm asking is for a little respect. Those were the lyrics to Aretha Franklin's hit song, Respect, which came out in 1962, also known as years before pop and hip-hop music were created and turned into just one more opportunity to degrade and objectify women. If everyone had the same mentality that Aretha Franklin did in her song Respect, maybe we could accomplish something for real. Today, I'm going to walk you through the word respect, explain to you the real issue with the way that it's being communicated, give you clear insight into how we need to change this problem called a lack of respect, and you are going to find out what it means to me. In order to understand this paradigm of disrespect, men and women must remember a couple of things. And I think Aretha Franklin said it best with the letters R-E-S-P-E-C-T. And this is what it means to me. R, remind yourselves that we are all people. No gender is to be put over the other. It's been over 80 years since the 19th Amendment was added to the Constitution. Women aren't fighting for the right to vote. We aren't fighting to own anything, but what we are fighting for is some respect. Remember, nobody is forcing you to be party to mockery and disrespect. And looking back, I think we can all agree that dehumanization was wrong during slavery and the Holocaust. So what makes people think that it's okay now? E, express your opinion with your wallet. Express outrage at this disrespect by not buying into the brands, promotions, and advertisements that are bringing other human beings down. If you really believe in this issue, stop using your money to support the artists that sing these degrading songs. Stand up for what you believe is right and show it with your purchases. S, simplify the discussion. You choose how you are going to interact with people. Think about the appropriate range of acceptable, respectful behavior. Men, think to yourself, whether or not this woman sitting next to me has on a low-cut top, I'm not going to refer to her as a piece of meat. Simplify the discussion by making the decisions in your mind first before you make them out loud. P, promote yourself as a confident, independent, respect-worthy person. In July of last year, Mike.com published a piece titled 23 Women Show Us Their Favorite Position. Now, the headline obviously garnered a lot of attention, but when you clicked on the link, it was nothing of what you would have expected. You see, the article shows 23 women holding up signs with their favorite position in the job market, not in bed. These women are engineers, CEOs, presidents of big-name companies, and more. In fact, these women are dominating in careers typically known for male leadership, showing that they deserve just as much respect as any man would in their fields. This is a prime example of the fact that you have to promote yourself in the way that you wish to be approached and respected. E, examine what you're letting feed into your mind. What perverse standard is leading you to believe that these things influencing your life are to be followed in the first place? Or should I say, who told you that the only way to secure a man's attention was to walk around with the least amount of clothes on as possible? Examine them and decide for yourself what is right and what is wrong. C, change the game by giving women better clothing, better music, and overall, better options. And if you think that's impossible, try anyway. Steve Jobs, the creator of Apple, the king of game changing, said that the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who normally do. Now, I'm not just exhorting you to do these things, but I will too. Next fall, I will begin a fashion merchandising degree at one of the top fashion schools in the country, where I will learn about clothing, how to market and sell it, graduate, and change the face of fashion with a new, modest twist. It may seem impossible now, but somehow, some way, I am going to change the game myself by taking away all of the provocative subpar that the media wants us to think is high fashion and transforming the fashion world completely. I mean, somebody's got to, and I most certainly think that it could be me. T, teach at least one person through your example what respect really is. And I mean this type of respect. Let's look back on the word to remind ourselves what it stands for so that we can teach it to someone else. R, remind yourselves that we are all people. E, express your opinion with your wallet. S, simplify the discussion. P, promote yourself as a confident, independent, respect-worthy person. E, examine what you're letting feed into your mind. C, change the game. And T, teach at least one person through your example what respect really is. Although this issue goes beyond the music, music is one of the primary platforms through which women are torn down in today's culture. And not only do men have to have respect for women, but women, we have to have respect for ourselves. It's okay to give a man your time and attention, but you have to draw the line somewhere. As human beings, we can draw that line wherever we want to. The only problem is that line isn't being drawn. I work at a public library, and it kills me inside to see that instead of looking for a book that can simply be borrowed, teenagers just sit around looking for attention at any price. Well, what if that price is accepting catcalls as the norm? Or what if that price is shaming a guy for graduating high school still a virgin? When did these disrespectful behaviors serve as affirmations to humanity? All I'm asking is for a little respect, but not just for me, for women, for men, for people. Thank you.